Why do you make that face for?
Why not?
Oh man.
All right. Hopefully there won't be any echo here.
Well, let me turn this down because I don't have to hear you on my phone. But I can see you.
Yeah.
Right there. It's gonna be a little delay on the video. So okay.
Hold on a second. I can make this better. Can you hear me on the phone too?
I'm not listening on the phone. I'm listening to you here.
Josh, can you hear me on the phone? Cheers.
Do you have a drink?
Water?
Whoa, what do you use? Well, that's close. I got that over here. That's this one.
That's cool.
This hydration is brought to you by Brewmate, Truly, and Hydro Flask, and Rancho Cordova Aerojet water, filtered. So, all right. So, I kind of want to start out as to why. Let's start with why. The why we are doing the live Chingazo Aquí now. It's not really like a milestone episode.
What are you talking about?
You know?
Episode 38 is definitely a milestone episode.
Yeah? What would be the milestone of 38?
We're going fucking live. That's what that is.
Welcome to episode 38. We made it. We're live. I'm going to try to like talk to you because that's a little bit fucking weird to me. Like to actually like see you and talk to you. That's like Brady Bunch style. Like you're above me.
Here's the
I don't
story.
know. Am I
about a
above
damn
you
named Bailey.
So good. Yeah. Oh, so I am below. You're above me?
Yeah, I'm above you. You're below.
Okay, so it's still the same way. What the fuck? Why do I have to be a bottom? If I'm gonna be a bottom, I'm gonna be a power bottom. I'm gonna rip your dick right off.
Sure.
Bunzo steel on these. Not fucking around here.
We got some listeners here. We got about 5 or 6 people online. So that's cool.
Just like, how do I see like if people comment? That would be interesting. Someone say something.
Yeah. Well, Josh already said, "Fuck yeah, cheers, boy."
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a little weird that I don't see it. I can just add a comment.
I see it.
All right. Well, then you're gonna have to like play interpreter.
The host.
You know. Oh man, that's a little weird too. If you're gonna be the host.
What's up, Bobby?
So, all right. Well, welcome to episode 38. This is a milestone episode, as this is the inaugural episode of doing some live podcasts. I'm thinking Ray Googled top 10 ways to help span or increase your broadcast of your podcast, and that's probably what it is like a little rhyme and alliteration there. Broadcast your podcast, and he's like, "That's cute. I'll type this in."
It was more broad your pod though, not broadcast your podcast.
Broad your pod.
Broad your pod.
Is that a thing with like what all the people these days, like the Gen Z again? They're all like acronyming everything or short phrasing everything.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll give it a shot. I didn't know I was gonna have to be like screen ready today. I didn't get a chance to put my concealer and the bags under my eyes are a little bit wonky, but
you just got done with the gym.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I definitely got my sweat on. Dude, I'm loving that shit, man. Yeah, if you don't have a way like to beat the shit out of something on a regular basis, I encourage you to do it. Not persons or people's or your significant other, but
bags. Just bags.
Bags on bags.
Bags on bags on bags.
Dude, it is such a great stress-free. Like people will do those like they'll throw like plates at the wall. They have like those bars or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like one of those kind of things where it's like you just get to like let out some stress, and it's not really aggression. It's not like I'm a stressful
like
person.
Shake weight classes type thing.
I mean,
like spin class, but with shake weights.
Well, I mean that's.
No, you never been to one of those?
No, I don't think I shake. I don't shake my weight. That's gonna get fucking clipped. You gotta watch what you do on that camera, because the people will fucking rip that shit and they're like, look at this guy jacking off, and then you're a meme on the internet. Good job.
All good.
But yeah, I don't think like I shake my weight in a group setting. That's not. That's not
phrasing. You got Bob Hummel here with his pineapple time going on. He might take that for a real time.
He's like, hey, you want to come to my like private shake weight class? Like, is that a thing? So we've talked about, top shelf pineapples on this episode. So Bob, thank you for the content. You don't get any residuals. It's just a free plug, just in case you're ever in a shopping, market, grocery store, and you see a pineapple in the rack.
Yeah.
It's probably Bob. Top shelf pineapple.
It's probably Bob.
I'm drinking a pineapple Truly. Does that count?
Sure. Just put it in the top shelf. You're good to go.
Does that mean I got to go put it in my toilet?
Or just on your head?
No, I can't do that right now. Can't do that. So
good.
All right. So the final product will probably get chopped and screwed a little bit, because I do a little bit of editing, but for people that are actually watching it right now live, you get like the raw uncut. This is like the director's cut, the Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. This is how the magic's made. This is it. This is it right here.
This is my office. I sit here usually and stare at the screen and do stuff, like it's not that big of a deal. Ray definitely is got to work on his background attire.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the
your ambiance is just fucking so boring.
I was going for more of the chocolate rain vibe.
You're gonna
chocolate
breathe
rain.
Away from the mic. Yeah.
I'm breathing away from the mic. Yeah.
Does no one knows who the fuck Chocolate Rain is anymore?
I'll put a picture of it on the IG for people to relay back on there. It'll be the meme recap of the week there. So, all
right. Well, speaking of recaps, what do we got?
How about
first order of business
for Travi? We're gonna start there.
Do you have a final quote tally of what that looks like?
Yeah, he missed it.
Oh, Travis, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you don't get your hat.
It's all good. It's all good. I think I talked to him last night via text message, and I don't know if you know this or not, but he does have two brothers. Both are older than him with names that start with J. And I asked him because my wife, I'll give her credit for this one, was like, why didn't his parents name him Javis?
Or Jarvis.
Right.
I mean, he could have been a fucking master computer for Iron Man if he was smart about it.
Yeah, so I asked him, and I think we're going to officially change his name to Javis. He wants to be on episode 100 when we get there, so as a special guest, that'd be Javis.
Shit, am I going to remember that?
I don't know. He'll have to remind us.
Dude, that is so many fucking episodes from now. Like, we're talking about episode 38 being a milestone. I'm not even thinking about 100.
Yeah, and so we decided to extend the hashtag. Well, actually, I'm going to run it by you first. If you're in agreement, we'll go ahead and extend it, but hat for Javis. Extend it for another week. See if we can get 20 comments on a photo there.
So are you gonna do a new post for Javis?
Oh yeah.
Why is it not Dravis?
Because
you're dropping the R completely?
Yeah, you don't need the R all the time. Javis is good. What's wrong with Javis?
Javis. So hat for Javis. What if he was like an oops kid and that's why he doesn't have like a cool name because they didn't think of a J name fast enough or something?
Well, we'll invite him on episode 100. He can explain the whole situation. He wrote me
that is like...
He's not a man of very many words, but he wrote me like a good wall text I can send you on the explanation.
That is like a fucking cliffhanger by...
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And then like show canceled. And then like, oh, by the way, remember when this was on 3 seasons ago? Why don't you do like episode 50? That's pretty close. We could do that one.
I don't think he's ready. We'll ask him.
It's 3 months from now. He could do plenty of push-ups before it's time to like be. I can at least try to figure out how we're gonna do guests on this show. We want him as the inaugural guest. Well, I mean, your wife's kind of been on and off, but that's been like ad hoc. That's not really been like a today we're sitting with, and you're gonna fucking listen to whoever.
Exactly. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Can we shoot for 50? That seems like a good milestone. I like 50.
I'm good. We got to talk to Travis, though, and probably his wife and probably his neighbor to get permission.
Dang. Yeah. COVID's fucked people up.
Right?
I got to go ask neighbors if he can come out and
play.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what's going to happen.
Could you imagine if that was like a qualification for shit? So when I was a kid, like, I never used the landline. Like,
that wasn't just run over and go, is so-and-so ready to come out and play? Ask their mom.
So my best friend was literally the only other white kid on the block next door. And it wasn't because he was white that he was my best friend. It was due to proximity in my house. Okay,
you had another best friend.
But dude, I was like 3, 4. You weren't even born yet. So it's not like I was like, hey, Ray's mom's ovaries, I sure hope you got a good one in there. Like, gave you a fist
you didn't
bump.
even know what a best friend was until I was born, is what you're saying.
Oh,
got it.
Yeah, right.
Got it.
So anyway, I would climb on the fence and like just yell over the fence to him, like literally like through his windows. And then, I mean, that neighborhood was poor, so it's not like we had double pane windows, so you heard everything, right? So his name was Timmy. So I'd literally fucking climb the fence on the top, like, Timmy, can you home? Can you come and play? So until like his mom was like, get your ass outside and go fucking play with your friend, you know, like, and she actually kind of talked like that. They were like, I'm redneck and I'm in trouble. Like literally, that was my neighbors.
That's awesome.
And it was always funny when he like got super excited to like run out and play, because he had those Velcro like moon boots. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you see, that's a little bit better. I can see the
panda bear,
the picture.
I fucked up your whole story with that, right?
But that was
Banksy
good.
Panda.
I mean, the Banksy panda. Thank you for helping yourself out a little bit.
I mean, this is my transition point where I go away from chocolate rain into more of just a monochrome. So I try to get the gray hoodie on with the rest of the walls and stuff.
You are fashion faux pas-ing yourself in your own fucking room. God damn it, Ray. We talked about this last episode. You can't like double stack, you triple stamp your double stamps here.
Yeah.
So anyway, the funny thing was he gets so excited. He'd throw on his fucking moon Velcro boots, the Napoleon Dynamites. Literally, that's what the ones were. Mm-hmm. And then he would forget his fucking pants. Like he would run out and he'd jump over the fence to my house. And I'm like, dude, where's your pants? And he'd be like, oh, I forgot. And then you have to fucking moon boot his ass back over the fence, run inside and go put on some fucking pants and then come out and play.
Hold on. So let me get this straight. He jumped over a fence without his pants and forgot his pants constantly. That was his thing?
At least 2 or 3 times through my time playing with him outside. Yeah. Just fucking, the Alf underwear fucking hopping right over the fence coming at it.
Everybody had Alf underwear. Everybody had it.
Yeah, everybody had Alf underwear.
I had Alf underwear. Yeah, of course.
I did too. If you weren't a fucking 80s kid if you didn't have Alf underwear.
That's a staple.
If you didn't. And people were like, what's Alf? Like, go look that shit up. Didn't they reboot Alf? Like, wasn't that a thing? They were going to reboot Alf or something? I
think they just brought it back on like Hulu or something like that. And just kind of a retro, bring it back.
Man, that dude loved cats.
Yeah.
Love cats.
Alf underwear, man. We all had it. But so your friend always forgot his pants. So that's interesting. So
yeah,
what you're saying is the best friend bar for you is not that high. Just as long as I remembered my pants, that's all I needed to do.
No, it was all based on proximity. I mean, so my best friend bar is like literally like, hey, who's the closest? And then like, you're the closest.
You're my best friend now.
You're my friend now. Like, here, come with me. And then I just like, yeah, don't forget your pants. And then everyone's like, what the fuck is he talking about? That's what I'm talking about.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever forgotten my pants. So that's
we used to catch lizards, and he had like a worn out hot tub, like an above ground hot tub.
Like
and it was
him
like
personally,
fucking,
or like his parents?
No, it was his parents. It was at the house. It was in the backyard, and we would like we were so fucking bad, dude. We would like catch lizards, and we put them in the hot tub. It had no water, right? It was just dirty and dingy. We put them in the hot tub, and like the lizards couldn't get out because it just like slip on the side of the fucking of the hot tub, and we just be like, yeah, they'd the fucking claws like like, and we just like, you're stuck in there now, you stupid fucking lizard. And then what we would do is we would we'd take them out of the hot tub, and then we would go under the eaves of the fence line. You know how like the fence has got a top and a bottom line, and then all your fence posts. We'd like go put them up in the corners where all the spiders were, and just watch that fucker like snatch them, and then be like, all right, you got fed today. Bye bye lizard. Back in the hot tub. Oh, I'm stuck. Like,
so you just had like a lizard hot tub.
Tank. Yeah, lizard. It was like a lizard prison, a big lizard pit.
Nice.
But it was not like, I had no ambiance whatsoever.
Did lizards die in there too? Like 2 lizards entered, one doesn't leave type thing? Or?
I don't think they thunderdome when we weren't looking, but they probably died due to starvation, and then we just kind of left them there with the living ones. So
and then it got summer and they became bacon or something.
Right, just that sizzle, dude. Man, where did I see like bunch of baby lizards? Like, oh, it's like on the walking path, dude. Like last summer, baby lizards, like whatever, lizard season. And them fuckers, the baby ones obviously are not too sharp, and like sometimes you see ones that just get like trucked by a fucking tire or someone's foot or something. And you're just like, oh man, you never had a chance.
Right.
Man. I'm sorry. Like, I get lizards if their tails pull off. Like, they're like, fuck that, I'll grow that back, no big deal. And then it just kind of comes back out the backside. But a whole fucking lizard doesn't come back. Like, it's not a thing. Like,
no.
It's not a fucking Wolverine or Deadpool type healing capability.
Reinflates.
Yeah. Man, poor baby lizards.
Oh no, my computer.
R.I.P. Yeah, you got to move your mouse.
Yeah, screensaver
doesn't come on.
I'm just gonna sit here and move my mouse. All right.
Don't do that too much in the screen, or it's gonna be looking like you're working on your shake weight.
So here's funny. I did write down some notes on some things I wanted to talk about today on the podcast, but I wrote them down in my phone. So.
Well, I'll help. You did a poll. And you got to find a better way, because the way it showed the results was like if the bar is, let's just say the bar is like this whole slidey thing, and the top was one pick, the middle was one pick, and this was one pick, and the little clicker here was one pick.
Yeah.
It said like the average vote was like in this area, and you're like, well, is it the 2 or the 3 one that we're supposed to be talking about?
Yeah. Well,
so I had to go count. I went to go count. Okay,
I had it.
Pick the second one.
I had it.
So what was the end result?
So there's 4 options, right? There was the option of, hey, I'll give you some personal finance tips, which no one decided they wanted.
No one gives a fuck about your money management, apparently. Thanks, Ray. I got it.
Except for maybe my wife, but yeah.
They're
whatever. And then the second one was, learn why do we dance when we eat. And then the third one was, a peasant who became a religious icon and then later became a beer. And then the last one was just, suggest a topic, right? So the idea there is on Instagram, you can only post, if you post a regular poll, you only get 2 options, right? But I wanted to get more options. So I did that other thing.
There's a multiple choice thing. I think there is.
It's only quizzes.
You may want to look.
It's only quizzes. So you can do it.
Do a quiz?
I was trying something new, man. You're not on there.
Okay.
I mean, we're just out there doing stuff.
Just whipping our dick in the air and see which way it blows. Yeah, I get it.
And we landed on, the people landed on, they wanted to hear about the peasant who became a religious icon and then later a beer. Unfortunately, I think in one of our episodes, I was informed that we already talked about this person. So if you want to know the answer who that person is, it's Old Rasputin, and then the beer is Old Rasputin, which, by the way, is a great beer. If you ever get a chance, just grab yourself a 4-pack of that.
I don't recall ever talking about that.
I don't either.
Honestly.
I don't either, but it wouldn't surprise me. So I'm not gonna.
But on that same note, I don't remember what we talked about last week. So.
Yeah, you got Josh over here saying D all the above. You put a towel under the door because there's a 2-inch gap on the floor. Now they can't see me anymore.
No, they can't see you
got
anymore.
There'll be no barging in, there'll be no distant. Right.
Now get back to the mission.
Back to the mission at hand. So anyway, so it's Rasputin, right? And so the cliff notes here are: dude was a peasant in Siberia. He gets exiled. He goes, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna go find God. He gets in a whole bunch of orgies and convinces people that you have to have sex with him in order to see God more.
Man, that's a great fucking play,
right? Right.
And then say the classic girls don't orgasm thing, right? But so say he knows how to that's the fucking thing, and they're like, oh my God, that was the most amazing thing. And that's the first time it's ever happened to me because I'm a fucking prude peasant. Then they probably see the light of God and he wins.
Right. But orgies. So he would create these underground orgy churches things. And then he ended up the Tsar of Russia at the time, was the last Tsar of Russia, had a family, and the family was trying to, create a male heir, right? And so they had 4 daughters before they were able to actually create the male heir. And the male heir had what's called hemophilia. So I don't know if do you know what hemophilia is?
Dude, can I get a multiple choice question? This sounds like something a doctor would do, is get a multiple choice on the test. What the fuck? And they study that shit and I don't.
Yeah, so it's called the royal disease, but basically what it is your blood doesn't clot. So if you get bruises or you get cuts or scrapes or any of those types of things, you can bleed out, right? And so the first male heir to the Tsar of Russia has hemophilia, right? So he's constantly under scrutiny and all this other stuff. And what ends up happening is Rasputin makes his way out to the capital somewhere and starts telling people that he can heal the czars and the czarinas son, right? Because he's, blessed by God, and God told him that he could do that, right? So the Tsarina, who's super religious and like hyper religious, says, yeah, let's have him take a look. And he comes in, and he basically, like, the son was really, really sick, and he comes in and he talks to the son, and then the son gets better, right? So the Tsarina is like, this guy's blessed by God, right? And then he starts, talking to her, and there's rumors that, like, he's, out banging the Tsarina and all this other stuff, right? Anyway, flash forward, he ends up having a falling out with the king, or the Tsar at the time, and he ends up getting, like, exiled back to Siberia again, right? And
dude, that's a fucking shitty exile, by the way. Like,
right.
Just Iceland, like, not the country. Ice world, get the fuck out.
Right.
And I hope you brought enough layers.
Right. So he
killed enough boars or some
has
shit.
orgies on the way back, right? And then all of a sudden,
do you think he has orgies with people in Ice world because there's not a lot of people around to be like fucking? So he just like, hello, I have a dick, and then like they just go at it. Is that how you think
me
it
personally?
works?
I think he did it because he could. So that's good for him. Yeah. So anyway, the male, or the heir, the prince, gets sick again, right? And all these doctors are with him, and they're trying to like help, and he's getting worse and worse and worse. And the Tsarina finally sends a telegram out to Rasputin, who's in Siberia, and goes, "Hey, we've tried everything. There's nothing we can do. Can you help us with praying with God, basically?" And this dude sends a telegram back. Sends it back to the Tsarina and goes, "Hey, tell the doctors to leave. Your son will be fine. Don't worry about it." Right? So she goes, okay. She tells the doctors to leave, and the son gets better in 2 weeks. Like 100% better.
It's just like Big Pharma.
It's crazy, right? But he did it in a telegram, like, miles away or whatever. So everybody's convinced that, like, he's the blessed by God and all this other stuff, and whether he was or not is whatever you want to believe. But anyway, so these political things start popping up about, like, hey, he's trying to usurp the king and all this other stuff and blah 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 blah. And so one of the this is kind of when the Bolsheviks were taking over too. So because the Tsar at the time was the whole Anastasia story and all that stuff. I don't know if you know about that with all Anastasia.
This is the Cliff Note version of this fucking story.
Well, you got me into it. It's an interesting story.
I got you into it, dude. You've been talking straight for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can clip out most of it.
No.
Anyway, so flash forward, somebody gets pissed off.
He makes a beer. End of story. Yes, we made it.
No, he gets assassinated. But like, in order to get assassinated, he gets shot like twice and stabbed 9 times. Then he dies in a frozen river. And then later on, someone makes a beer out of it. So that's good.
Of his frozen body, yeah. They use it as like
C. Bailey saying not entertaining. Talking about Rasputin. So anyway, you can watch it's called The Last of the Tsars or something like that. It's on Netflix, pretty good. But the other thing people.
So did you just tell us the entire fucking show on Netflix? Is that all you summarized?
No, there's a lot more to it.
Did you pull an Encyclopedia Britannica or at least an Encarta CD?
No,
and tell me.
I gave you like a Cliff Note version of things.
Did you cite your sources?
No.
Just the Netflix documentary? Is that it?
I'm telling you, if you want a good recap, there's a miniseries on the Netflix there.
So once again, we're gonna go plug a Netflix. It's got your shit.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right.
So
did you do any research on the other one?
Yeah, I did.
Did you have an opportunity to?
Uh-huh.
Is it on your phone or is it up here? Concussion.
I got you.
Okay. So I was like literally at my desk when I thought of this, and I was like, I grabbed a snack or something, and it kind of did like one of those like, oh, like this is good, like, so, and I was like, why the fuck do people do that? Because I know I'm not the only person that's like, I get something good and like some food wise, and the first thing you do is like, oh, this is so good, and you just like, you do that fucking food dance, like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking eating this shit, it's delicious, and like, and if it's not bad, it's like, or if it's not good, you're like, oh fuck, like, it's like.
And then you just kind of slouch over. Like,
yeah, just disgrunch like
frowny face.
But if it's good, you're like, yeah, it's fucking delicious. While you're eating, you're like, this is good pizza. Like it happens, and I don't know why.
Apparently, turn into Mariah Carey when you fucking eat pizza. I get it. I
go fucking 3 octaves in both directions when I be eating pizza. Let me tell you what. Like that's the song. Like when it's pizza season, fucking Mariah Carey goes in, and that's it. So yeah, I never understood like what is the like dopamine release or whatever the fuck your brain tells you like, yeah, this is fucking great. It causes your body to like, compulsively make dancing gestures while you're eating the food.
Yeah. So do you want to know?
Yeah, man, I fucking sent you that question. Of course I want to know. You said, what do we want to learn this week? And I said, that's what I want to learn.
Okay.
So you're gonna give me the 2-minute version of this fucking story? Is that what you're gonna tell me? And then I'm gonna have to fucking 5-minute Rasputin over here? Oh man, don't cliff note me on this motherfucker. I swear to God.
Rasputin is way more interesting. But so the truth is there isn't a lot of research on it. So no one's on the scientific community has actually done research and studies and papers on it as far as why we do that. Now there's theories out there, and I did research the theories, and one of the theories is, hey, you eat food, and if you eat good food, then it does kick into like a dopamine rush and all that stuff. So what you're saying, and then your dopamine kind of kicks and you're happy, and then you dance, right? And so that's one theory to it. Another theory too is when not as simplistic as that, but hey, if you when your dopamine kicks in, it triggers doing something that you like doing. So if you like dancing, you're going to dance, right? If you like singing, you're going to sing, right? When your dopamine kicks in. So that's another theory of thought too, is, hey, if you really like dancing, and that's why when you're eating, you're dancing, is because your dopamine's kicking in, and that's usually when dopamine kicks in, is when you
straight Running Man.
Right. Exactly. So that's what you like doing. So if you were into some like, hey, I really like, I don't know, doing Muay Thai kickboxing and all that, and you might just start kicking people while you're while you're eating some pizza.
It's like, Dan, you're only allowed to eat pizza by yourself. Why? Because last time you beat the fuck out of me, and I did not like that.
So that's kind of another theory.
Imagine like come motherfucking yeah,
like, fucking kick elbow to the
kicks
face
for days.
Elbow to the face.
Is that marinara blood? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Just eat it.
It's so fucking good.
So yeah, that's one of the theories. Another theory is that dancing also releases dopamine as a activity. So when you dance, you naturally release dopamine, and so dancing while eating could be your body's way of trying to double down on the dopamine rush or kick. So it's basically trying to get like an extra boost because now you're dancing and you're eating. So those are
the only time I ever dance is when I'm completely fucking drunk. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, I just want to go dance. Like, that's not me. I just don't do that. Oh. But when I'm drunk, it's like, all right, I'm down. Like, let's do it.
Yeah. The Freudian probably is going to tell you you're suppressing some stuff there, Dan. Maybe you really like to dance. You just don't know.
Oh, I had a fucking
incident.
Incident. I'm pretty sure we talked about this at one point too.
I've seen the video, but yes,
I know you've seen the video, and so like I've had decades of like locked up groins and concern about ever dancing again. It was like I don't know. It's like it was like my parents died in the worst tragic tap dancing accident ever, and I vowed it ever again to never. Like, there was one of those kind of things that like happened. I swear we talked about it on here at one point.
We probably did. If we did, and you're listening to this, just message us back what episode we talked about Rasputin in, if ever, and then what episode Dan talked about his MC Hammer dancing, if ever.
It's true, and I don't think we have that like I would say like obsessive of a fan base that they like take notes on every episode and say,
what are you talking about?
That's episode 27.
Jared's listening to us right now, man. He's definitely taking notes. I'm sure I'm gonna get several text messages on a Saturday when he's drinking a couple whiskeys about bleached anuses again. That's
good. Yeah, he definitely. I felt validated that like I'm not the only person in the world that thinks about random shit like that on a case by case basis.
Yeah, it was funny because like I'm like I didn't get that he was referencing the podcast at first, and it didn't. I also didn't find it odd that he sent that to me and you.
Just like a group text. What do you think about bleached assholes, guys? Ooh, tell me. Like, do you really want our opinion? Like, are you talking for yourself? Or are you talking for others? Like, can you give us some? And then, but I knew what he was talking about. But you're like, oh fuck yeah, bleached nipples, got it.
Yep, bleached nips. So
I don't think anybody does that. It's not like you can go in, to the fucking beautician and be like, oh, I need this lined up and a wax and just bleach.
You probably can. I'm sure you probably could.
I don't know if it's a line item on like what you're scheduling your appointment for.
I'll take a number 4, which includes bleached nips.
Well, it's not a combo at a fucking fast food restaurant. It's like a la carte. Like, you pick what you need to do.
Okay, so you'll take a number 4 and a side of bleached nips.
That's it. There you go. You got it. It's the number 4 combo with a Baja Blast and an extra fucking
bleached nipples,
asshole nip bleaching ensemble on top. That's how it works.
Good.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine like going up to anything, like every counter in the world, like where can I get like a number 2, a number 7, and like fucking you're looking at this, people like, sir, this is a bank. You're like, yeah. It says $25,000 number 4. Can I get one of those?
Go ahead. I need to get my CD ladder going, so I'll take a number 20, please. That's only if you're at a Mexican restaurant when they have over 10 items on the combos. You ever notice that Chinese and Mexican restaurants, you can have like, I'll take a number 64 because it's on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's just easy because they don't have to like try to understand or explain like you trying to say fucking chicken teriyaki or whatever. They just like, number 7. And I know that's hella racist. I'm sorry. But they just have to write and understand the number 7. And that makes it simple for them. Because the menu in the back is in their own mother language and just the number 7 next to it. And they're like, oh, okay, this guy wants the fucking sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Taco Bell should just adopt that. I mean, I know there's more than 50 things on a Taco Bell menu. Just put them all out there. I don't want to have to say bean and cheese burrito with no onions. Just make that like number 101 or some shit.
So what would you think? What if they did that for like every option? Like bean and cheese burrito regular, number 4. 5, bean and cheese burrito, no onions. 6, bean and cheese burrito with onions but extra sauce. You just fucking sub count of all the numbers.
Or make it fun like Starbucks, right? You know, I'll take a triple calf, no tea, with a side of O, and throw some, sprinkle some pumpkin spice in there, right?
Dude, you shouldn't have to know an entire fucking other language to be able to order, like a secret language, like not another language. Like if I go to a Mexican restaurant, like sometimes I'll order that shit in Spanish because
your dad's there. I get it.
Well, but that's happened. We've gotten like more food or better food by ordering in Spanish than we have in English in the past. That's the thing. Swear to God. So, but I don't need to like come up with the fucking Nell language to order something to drink. Like, why so much secret menu shit? Why?
Why not?
Why is everyone got to be like so fucking cool?
I mean, when you start adding stuff on into your stuff, that's where you get jacked up on your order, and then you get disappointed because you're like, oh, I thought I ordered this without that, and it's like, well, you put 20 different variations in there. It should be fucked up.
Definitely stop being picky. Because if I'm setting myself up for failure, if I'm like, no tomatoes, but add extra lettuce and like only fucking goat cheese and not fucking dairy cheese, and I mean, you're fucked. Like
goat cheese in your coffee.
Just expect one fucking diced tomato in your fucking taco supreme, even though you said no tomatoes. It's easier to just order the fucking thing like normal and then take the fucking tomatoes right off.
Be okay with it, or just eat the tomatoes. You're fine.
Yeah. Well, I've gotten to a point. You're good. I just eat whatever. It doesn't matter anymore.
As long as it's keto, right?
Yeah, dude. I think I mean, with the additional workouts that I've had to be doing, like I feel a little more comfortable adding carbs back in. But dude, first, no shit, it happened this weekend. I had something. What did I have?
Cool story. Oh, I dropped my wedding ring.
Your wang ring?
Wedding ring. What wedding ring?
You still heard wang ring. I'm still hearing wang ring. Why do you have a cock ring on in the middle of our fucking podcast?
My wedding ring. I have no idea where it went. I guess I'm not married anymore.
Pro tip, that's not how that works.
Shit.
There's a contract somewhere, some signed ass documents you need to fucking deal with. This doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
You'll find your wang ring. I promise.
My wang ring,
yeah. Okay.
Wangs and things ring.
Yeah. What did I have? Oh, I had like a fucking BLT. That's what it was. I had a BLT sandwich, and I was like, man, I could just eat the fucking,
Was it a BLT or a BLTA?
It was a BLTA. I did add A to it.
Okay, well, you got to be specific here, man.
I added a fair amount. Well, the original menu item was a BLT.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and there's a right answer and a wrong answer. Were they Mexican avocados or California avocados?
There was not a delineation on the menu.
You didn't ask?
As to what kind of avocados. No.
Oh, you fucked up. You done fucked up, Aaron.
Is it only Mexican avocados if they're made into guacamole?
No, they're from Mexico or they're from California.
I know, dude.
Do you know?
Yeah, I do. I fucking watched the Super Bowl when there's only one avocado commercial on a year, and it's fucking from Mexican avocados.
Okay, so...
And it's one of the top 5 best commercials every year.
Mexican avocado ones?
So yeah, Mexican avocado ones.
Okay,
yeah,
so 100%. If you had known what avocados they were and they said they were California avocados, what would you say?
Well, do you have Mexican avocados? And they probably say no. And then I say, well, just fucking put it on there anyways.
Right, because it doesn't matter.
They're avocados.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had the bread, right?
Okay.
I had the bread because I was like, fuck it. I've been busting my
What kind of
ass
bread?
all week. Well, I don't know, some fucking sourdough bread. I don't know. It was good. It was just good.
Oh.
Fancy
News update.
fancy
Found my ring.
bread. Was it
Next to my cock.
on your
Yeah,
cock?
absolutely. As a matter of fact, it was.
See, I told you. I was trying to give you a hint the whole time. You're not fucking
It fell on
listening
the
to me.
seat of my chair here and then rolled.
Yeah, you wearing gray sweats, bud? What are you wearing?
No,
there?
I'm
You
wearing
gray
black
with your gray
sweats with a gray hoodie.
Oh man, you are just not making people cream in their pants.
No,
with
it's
this
not.
one.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
gray sweatpants weather. Yeah.
So if you're wearing gray hoodies and your like nips are showing, is that like a thing? Is that
If you're
does that help at all?
probably sure, why not?
I
Let the
don't
nips
know.
go.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one that's got the like
Release the beast.
got to wear gray pants dick season. I'm not the one that
That's
has
a
that
season,
fucking
dude.
get-
If you haven't,
I get it, but I'm not the one that gets all off on it. So I'm trying to understand. Like, someone gets their jollies off on fucking dick imprints on a gray sweatpants. What would be if it was a gray hoodie?
well, it's not me that gets off on the
Well, I'm not-
gray sweatpants stuff. It's the women in the world. Don't do it for me. Do it for them.
Okay, but my best friends don't wear pants,
Oh.
so I don't give a fuck about your sweatpants.
Oh yeah, I guess there's a whole subreddit next to relating to pokies, dude. You can go on there all day long for pokies, nipples.
Is Pokies short for Pokemons or?
No, we already talked about that.
Dang it.
Simpsons already did that one.
Dang it. Simpsons did that one. Anyway, what I was getting at is I ate this sandwich, right? And I was like, all right. So Sunday I was like, I went for a walk.
Uh huh.
That was
Did
good.
you
I felt
speed
better
walk
afterwards.
with pants on? Or without pants on?
I shorts.
Short
Not
shorts.
pants. They were relatively short, but they had like compression leggings on under.
Okay, so they weren't
Compression
Jordan
shorts?
basketball shorts that go down to your shins.
No, dude, I can't walk on those anymore, man. Like, I'm not. I'm for like speed and agility here,
Okay.
not for fucking
Built
like
for
gangster
speed,
strut
not
into the
comfort.
court.
Got it.
Yeah. So walked, felt better, but then like, dude, the next day I stepped on the scale and I was like fucking 6 pounds heavier than I was before the day started. The day
Because
before.
of the BLT.
Because of the carbs and the water retention. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Drink some water. Got it.
Yeah. So the carbs is like, LOL sponges for water, and then it just fucking sticks. So I was like, dude, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta go. It's fucking terrible.
And so you just walked on the stair stepper forever?
No, I punched it. Like, come on, dude.
That
we talked
gym.
about-
When you say the gym, I think of
Yeah.
like a 24-hour fitness, but you're talking about the Muay Thai
Okay,
gym.
so
I get it.
what? Yeah, but do I need to say Muay Thai gym every time? What should I say? What should I say to help you out? How would you like me to delineate this?
We'll just have to figure it out.
Can I say like the punchy gym? Does that
Sure.
help?
Sure.
The punchy kicky gym?
That's
punchy gym?
perfect. The kicky, punchy,
The pow pow wham gym? Like, is that
the pow fish. Yes.
yeah, the happy dance pizza kick the shit out of shit gym? Like,
You
is
got
that
it.
is that help?
Yeah, any of that stuff will
All
work.
right, all right.
All of the above.
So anyway, after that is all said and done, I'm back down to like where I was before, and we're feeling good.
Good.
Feeling good in the neighborhood. But yeah, dude, carbs, man. I don't hate them, but fucking A, man. I don't like them when they're like fucking inhibiting me from my goal.
Yeah, I like carbs. They're good. Refill your glycogen.
I like carbs. I'm allowed some carbs, okay, but I have to manage what that looks like. I just have to. I can't have like 7 times what I'm supposed to be having in a carb perspective.
Yeah.
So
We got to moderate it a little bit there.
So anyway, the strategy I'm planning for moving forward is to have like I can have. I'm focused on anything I can have that I go places or I do things that have carb alternatives that I can capitalize on. Cool, but if there's something that we're doing or something that I'm at, and there is something that I want to eat or I have to eat or whatever, I'm not gonna like kill myself over it because there's carbs involved. But
You're not
so
gonna,
low carb-
You're not going to Napoleon Dynamite it and like pull your tater tots
out of my cargo pant
Right.
pocket. No, like I don't. I'll have cargo pant fucking
Quest bars.
Quest bars or something. Right, exactly. But I will not have cargo pant pockets tots.
Hashtag Quest
So
bars. Brought to you by Quest bars. Is that what this live stream is about? Quest bars.
This whole live stream is brought to you by Quest bars. So found out, news alert. Not that I really give a shit, but I found out today that I've been buying the Kirkland brand protein bars.
Okay.
And those were advertised as 3 net carbs per bar.
Okay.
Which is really good.
3 net carbs, yeah.
Quest bars are right in there too. A couple net carbs. I get a notice today that these fucking Kirkland bars now have 10 net carbs per bar. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I can't be eating those shits. That's like, I mean, if you're on a strict keto diet, 20 carbs is all you can have a day, period. So if I'm going to have one of these fucking bars as like a meal supplement or just for a breakfast or a snack or something, that's half of my consumption for that day. I'm like, can't have those shits no more. And I bought bars like the last time I was at Costco and I didn't fucking check. I should go run over there real quick to go see if they are, because I'm going to like fucking throw them out if they are, because I'm pissed.
Just gotta
like,
throw
I'm
them
like,
out.
Dude, I can't eat them. Like,
what you do is you
do you want them?
No, you drive down Sunrise with the box in your passenger seat and you just chuck them shits out the window at people.
At people? Yeah. Just
Costco Quest bar. Phew.
So that reminds me of random people in the fucking street. While I was eating my BLT, I was outside in downtown Sacramento, and this fucking dude walked down the street, and he was not heckling.
C-Bail says she can take them.
Oh, okay.
C-Bail 59 is like, I'll take them. Give me them bars.
I'm glad she can have 10 gram net carbs. Yep. So I'll have to see, because if I got like the last batch before they changed them, then like, fuck, I'm in good shape. I'm gonna eat the rest of these fucking things.
Josh O says his macro mind is blown. So.
So there's this dude walking down, and like everything's outdoor seating.
Before you get there, I typed in LOL back to these guys before I actually laughed out loud. So my apologies, everybody. I'm over here fucking lying to you on live TV.
You are a fucking lying son of a bitch. You Ted Cruzin motherfucker.
All right, back to your guy on the street.
I am disappointed in you. You are fucking with the integrity of this podcast, and I am at least 50% of it. Like, don't fuck with my integrity.
But you're the bottom half, so.
Well, just because the screen is
man,
power
Human
bottom.
Centipede, I'm not getting shit on here.
The cuttlefish or the vanilla pudding.
Did you read the terms and agreements here?
No, I never do. I'm bad.
Yes,
I'm an idiot.
Josh, I was premature. It happens. Okay, it happens.
I'm sorry, Ray. I'm sorry. There's probably an exercise or two. There's probably like a man Kegel you can do.
It's all about me. It doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on.
So this dude is like, so outdoor seating. So like there's a restaurant, you know, as we're going downtown. And this dude is fucking like stopping at each like group of people and like talking to them really loudly. So we see him like down the fucking way talking to people. And he comes up to me, and so I have to ask, because he's like, and I think this is just a play because of, you know, my skin tone. He's like, you look like Adam Sandler. And I was like,
what?
Cool, thanks. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, man, you look like. So then he goes back to yell at someone else, some bald guy down at the way, and he's like, you look like what was it? Why am I drawing a blank on his name right now?
Because it's 9 o'clock at night, man. You don't have any carbs in your system since 4.
Well, dude, I'm serious. I'm fucking drawing a blank, and it's terrible because his name, Bruce Willis. There it is. Bald guy. He's like, you look like Bruce Willis. And I think he said it was Bruce Willis because he was bald. So I'm like, okay, so you're fucking hardcore stereotyping. No, dude.
So dude had some hair,
Bruce
but not
Willis.
all the way bald.
You know, he was bald, and then he had like a beard.
Oh, okay.
But Bruce Willis doesn't have a beard. But so I'm trying to understand, like, what part of this chingazo has someone recognized themselves as Adam Sandler?
I don't know.
That I have hair? I mean, I was wearing a hat. It's not like you can see it. No, I was trying really hard not to like talk to this guy for too much.
Okay.
Like, because by the time he was done with his little spiel about how he was complimenting people and like, you look like you should model, and you look like Adam Sandler, and hey, you look nice, and that's some nice shoes, and look at that guy eating a sandwich over there. He was doing a whole fucking parade, and he's like, yo, anybody got some extra cash or anything? That was the end.
That was the hustle.
Like, he was. Yeah, it was the hustle was like, let me make you laugh and fucking blah, 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 as he's spitting fucking everywhere. Literally, because he doesn't have his front teeth. And no, man, he ain't got no mask. Like, you kidding me?
So
but he's got like...
He's spreading the Rona for some
missing
cash.
Teeth. I don't think this dude even knows what Rona is. So there's no way he could be spreading that shit. Just there's no way. And if it was a Rona,
you're so dirty, the Rona doesn't even want you.
Yeah, exactly. Like if he's out in the wilderness on a day-to-day basis, like he is stronger, his immune system's stronger than any of our shit. This dude probably eats some random shit and he's like, I don't give a fuck germs. Like he doesn't care.
Germs just add a flavor, man. It's like putting hot sauce on whatever for him.
Yeah. It's like
that's probably insensitive
sriracha.
to those homeless people, but sorry.
So he fucking he's like, y'all got any change? I was like, no,
it's
man, 2021,
man. We're doing Zoom meetings now, and we're doing fucking PayPal. So,
but if I was him, dude, I definitely, if I was homeless and doing some fucking parade like that, I'd be like, you got any change? I'd be like, no. I'd be like, y'all got Zoom? Like, or I mean, y'all got Venmo? Like Zelle? Yeah, I would fucking be all over that shit. I would spend my homeless dollars on making sure that I had a cell phone with like fucking service.
Don't you get free cell phones now? Like you can get a cell phone for pretty cheap, or steal one. Fuck it.
Yeah, but is it one of those? Is it a phone that's got like internet and a smartphone, or is it just like fucking?
You know what you could do if you're homeless? You could be like, you go to the library, right? Log into the internet there, create yourself an account on PayPal or whatever, and then just give people your PayPal or your Venmo ID, and then tell them to do it.
If he came back with his Venmo ID, I probably would have fucking threw him like a $5.
Here's a $5 for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, dog. Here you go.
We should test that out. Let's get you dressed up like Adam Sandler, but homeless. And put you out on a corner somewhere and see if you can go hustle some monies. You should do that next time you're in Vegas. Try to hustle some cash that way. Hey, Venmo.
It's like, do I stand next to the fucking? So I wear a Boston Bruins jersey and a golf club, and I stand next to the Mickey Mouse and the fucking Down syndrome fucking Deadpool, and then see if I can get people
around in a penguin costume. You're pretty good.
And then next to me is the fucking like really ripped guys with no shirt and cowboy hats on, right? Like, is that what I need to do?
Exactly, you got it. And then one person can carry around some Gatorade.
And that it's Gatorade? Why? Because I'm Waterboy now?
Adam Sandler. I thought we were just going through all his movies.
Oh, I was gonna just Happy Gilmore, because everything after Happy Gilmore is bullshit when it comes to Adam Sandler movies. They're all the same formula.
Okay.
Every single one of them. No, the formula was unique when it came to fucking Happy Gilmore.
A lot of things were the same.
And he did the same formula in Billy Madison. That doesn't make it okay.
MacGyver was
like,
the same
I'm not
formula. Have you ever watched that show?
Yes.
Yeah, good show. Same formula.
A-Team was the same formula too, and I watched that, but never watched that one. I know you watched that one. Never watched that one.
Yeah, they're all the same formula.
But that doesn't make
Sesame
it like
Street. I'm watching a lot of that recently.
same formula. Yeah, you learn a number and you learn a letter.
Eventually, you're going to get to the letter of the day, and then the number of the day. And the count gives it to you.
He gives you both the letter and
just
the number?
The number. You got a little song and everything. We sing it. We dance while we're eating.
While you're eating? Yeah.
My kid totally does the dance thing with the eating. So my wife's that way too. She'll dance eat as well. So me, no, not so much. But Cordy dance eats, and then my kid will dance eat, like straight up get up, wiggle his ass, and like just dancing. Do you think like if you were good about it?
Does he do that? Like fucking
he does.
Like
he does.
What the trick would be, if you were smart about it, is to understand how many calories you're consuming versus how hard you have to dance to equally burn.
Net. So kind of like solar panels on a roof type thing. So how much do I have to
exactly
balance that out?
Yeah, like you gotta fucking figure it out. So if you're like, man, mashed potatoes and ribs, you are twerking for the entire fucking time that you're doing
Zumba
that
class,
shit.
like 1, 2,
yeah,
3,
you are fucking
1, 2.
Yeah, you just fucking getting at it, man. Just fucking like you are working it out. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. Is we need to figure out, and that's how we would do. We would do 30-minute exercise meal plan fucking programs. So you would meal prep and then have an exercise you would have to do while you were eating.
Holy shit.
And/or
yeah, man. Because like, what if you got a Big Mac for dinner?
Dude. Because like fuck running, right? But we know that the Big Mac's good, and we've seen the Mickey D's commercials, right? Ba-da-ba-ba, and everyone's like, yeah, fucking French fries and shit. Like they love it. Like everyone's dancing in McDonald's commercials. You're gonna have to be
fucking Shakira at the Super Bowl show, dancing to eat that Big Mac.
You got to do the whole fucking thing. It's like, all right, you're recreating the entire fucking Super Bowl show today. Yeah. Every day you have a Big Mac. It's fucking sponsored by Pepsi. Super Bowl halftime show.
That should be a thing. Should be a thing. Your workout of the day depends on what your meal of the day is.
No, but you have to do it at the same time while you're eating That's because you're dancing and enjoying.
You can meal
food.
prep though.
Because then if you're like, man, because no one like dances while they eat like fucking healthy food, right? Like if you're like, I know Brussels sprouts aren't bad, but Brussels sprouts statistically or
people hate it,
stereotypically are bad, right? So if you're like Brussels sprouts, you don't got to dance. You just fucking have to be like, yeah, I'm eating Brussels sprouts and they suck. Like you just fucking eat them, and that's fine because you're eating healthy food. Therefore, you're not going to be excited about, oh, fuck yeah, damn, I got to fucking eat some goddamn Brussels sprouts. Like, no one dances the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, but then you're going to want to eat more junk food, right? So maybe it should be better if you, like, reward yourself for eating healthy food versus not reward yourself for junk food.
But you're not rewarding. You're working to eat your said junk food.
Okay.
So you want to eat the shit, you're going to have to fucking, make that ass clap. Like, that's part of the game.
Round of applause.
I ate a whole bag of Takis. Like just
clap, 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 clap.
What if it was like part of the nutrition facts? Like you got to do 6 minutes.
So instead of calories, it just tells you what your workout's going to be. Like this is 10 shuttle sprints.
You got an electric slide for 20. You got an electric slide for 20 minutes. You can eat this whole fucking bag. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna fucking electric slide this shit. Like, man. And then maybe even better, it would be based upon the type of food that you're eating. So if you're going to eat like Western, cowboy fucking Southern barbecue, you're going to have to like square dance. Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to dance based upon what type of food you're eating.
If you're eating some Jamaican food, you got a crump or something.
You got to do one of those like handstand flare things and shit.
Like, or some shit.
Man. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. This is a revolution. We're going to make people healthy one windmill at a time.
One bite at a time.
Yep.
One bite at a time. Good.
Well, thank you, Ray, for doing all the research that you did on Rasputin's dietary.
C-Bale 59 says, I have to run to Utah and back.
Jesus Christ. What did you eat? Did you eat a fucking whole buffalo? Like, Jesus Christ.
C-Bale, what'd you eat? Anybody else have to go farther?
Anybody else have to Forrest Gump their way across the country and back? Fucking Utah? Good Lord. She's going to be like, I thought about eating beans. You're like, what the fuck?
Anyway, yeah, I didn't have to do any research on Rasputin. That's all tribal knowledge for me. Pork chop and mashed potatoes. That's not too bad. No,
you're about
green beans.
180s fitness video where you have to wear the singlet on the outside and the leggings on the inside with the scrunchy socks.
Right, with 1 pound weight.
But like the one with John Travolta where he's like, I fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, where he's like, you know which one I'm talking about? I don't know the name of the movie and I feel terrible for not knowing that, but you know which one I'm talking about, right? Where he's just like fucking dirty pelvis thrusting the whole time. Yeah, that one. She's got to be Jamie Lee. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She's got to be John Travolta though, which is kind of weird. But
that's here we go. We got pork chop, mashed potato, green beans, ice cream, and M&Ms.
Oh fuck yeah! You better start running. You
probably. We'll
see you in Wendover because that's where you're going.
While you're there, hit the slopes. Then maybe you can have like a Rice Krispie treat or something. I don't know.
Well, after I had my post workout, I had a protein shake and a Quest peanut butter cookie bar.
Good for you.
And 3 Trulies. Because I haven't had beer since last year.
Yeah. Good for you, man.
Gotta keep that weight
I'm
down.
having an off day, so sushi was for tonight.
Dude, that's like one thing I definitely miss is like sushi. And my dad, he was like, well, you can have sashimi. And I'm like, yeah, dude, but I want like the rolls.
Sashimis?
I want like all the fucking... The sushi sashimis, yeah. He's like, but I want all the rolls with like all the fucking sauces and the
all
rice
the
and
fixins.
shit. Like
all the fixins on my sushi.
All the fixins. I want all the fucking fixins. Give me every fucking dragon drip, fucking sauce bit, whatever the fuck you're gonna put on that thing. Put it on there. Jalapeno rings, cucumber crab, salmon, fish this, fish that. Put it all on.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm all of it. I actually just pick my rolls by the name, man. I don't even look what's inside them. I'm just like, oh, that's a cool name. I'll take a 49er roll. I'll take a dragon roll. I'll take a Lion King roll.
Hey, did you, before you get married, did you pick your women that way too?
By their name?
Yeah, I didn't even look what was inside. I was just
no. Maybe, now that I think about it. I don't
What's your name? Come with me.
That could explain a lot.
You have a common trend on like, because you would do that. Hang on, time out. Actually, you would do that shit. You would buy like shit at the store, like this package is cool, and fucking grab it. Like you didn't even matter what it fucking tastes like or what it was. You're like, oh, this looks cool, and then fucking put it in the cart. I know for a fact you would do this. So it's the same thing. You look at a menu, you're like, number 6, and you're like, no, what's the name? Fucking Dragon Flame Nostril Roll. And you're like, yeah, that sounds tight. Let's get that one right now.
That's kind of how I got to my wife. At a dry cleaner. Hey, she looks cool. She talked about some stuff. Great. You want to go on a date? Yeah. 10 years later. And a kid.
That's how it happens. She still dry clean your shit? That would be boss.
She'll take it to the dry cleaner, yeah. And she actually takes it to the same dry cleaner that family that owns that chain. So yeah, it'll go there sometimes.
But she doesn't go and like dry clean it herself.
No, she didn't do that at the dry cleaners either. She just took the orders, like all that stuff. Technically, I don't even think she's supposed to like help me with the alteration, but she did it anyway because I went there for alterations.
You got special treatment.
I was wearing some gray sweatpants, man. So you know, that's how it goes. That's how it rolls.
That's how you hook them. That's it.
You got to get on that, man. Wear some boxer briefs and some gray sweatpants and just troll your way around.
Dude, when I wear sweats, dude, I got these sweats from Costco that are like super nice on the inside. They feel great. I don't wear underwear with that shit, dude. That's a free ball sweat all day long. Yeah, they're great.
But you gotta give it a little. You gotta get your ball sack to kind of shrink up a little bit, so you get a little nice little perch for your junk there, right? So you can stick out a little bit more. Because if you get that curve going over the ball sack, good to go, man.
But I need to not have old man balls to do that. Is that what you're saying?
Can't be 110 out because you're just not going to see anything.
Well, I shouldn't be wearing sweats when it's 110 out anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's not the right season. It's not gray sweatpants season.
It's gray sweatpants right now. So you should take advantage of it. Like I said, get yourself together, go to Whole Foods or whatever, throw some gray sweatpants on. No undies is fine. And see what kind of reaction you get.
Dude, I stopped. I don't pay attention to that shit anyways.
Oh, okay.
Guys are terrible, and I'm terrible. I don't pay attention. Like, do you recognize when you get hit on? I know we're getting close to time here, so we'll end it on this one. Do you recognize when people are looking at you like I fucking the shit at you?
Sometimes. Not all the time, though. You have to ask Courtney. She's the one that points that out to me more than anything else. But
well, I can do that. I can see like when somebody's like a guy is. Well, no. No, but when a guy is checking out like a chick, I know. Can you finish the fucking sentence, you self-centered, egotistical fuck? Hang on a second. I'm like, that dude was checking you out. You know, like I can see it because I know what I'm looking for, like the signs. But
and also, guys are obvious. Girls aren't so obvious.
Yeah, guys are definitely way more obvious. Like girls are props to the females, dude. They can be discreet. They'd just be like, "Oh, are you gonna use my peripheral?" Or like, "I'm gonna check my makeup in this mirror," and like whatever. And it's like no fucking clue.
Top secret about it.
Right over the top, right? Like, but Jesus Christ, dude, guys are just like, "You see that shit right there?" And like fucking slap their friend, like. They like use their camera and zoom in on it, like you can see him fucking sticking it.
Their fingers and stuff.
You just like bad form, man. Bad form. So yeah, I never like notice it, and you know, so therefore I just don't think. I think I'm just an ugly fuck that walks the earth and fucking doesn't matter what the fuck I'm wearing.
Yeah, just get some gray sweatpants, man. Take care of it.
Well, I have some. I will next. Well, I mean, we're almost to the end of gray sweatpants season, so the next like cold weather day, I will try to be observant and do it for science.
Yep. You should get some of those gray sweatpants, like where the girls used to have those sweatpants that had on the back the ass portion of it. Would say like pink, or it'd be like booty or juicy, or like they had the phrase on it. Like don't stare at my ass or some shit like that. Like you should get some on the front that say like.
What would be guy? You want on the front? What would be guy phrases that are across my crotch? Like
my eyes are up here and points upward.
Yeah, but that's not like pink or juicy or
you can use juicy,
apple bottom,
use juicy.
Like. But I would not buy Juicy Couture anything. That's like buying Metal Militia.
Well, depending on who it is, it could be tuna cans, it could be salami.
Italian dry salami. Like,
It's too many adjectives there.
It goes down like it's like one pant leg up and then comes down the other pant leg. I guess
Chopstick.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
Trombone. I don't know.
So. All right. Well,
C Bale 59 says packed.
Packed. I'm packing. There you go.
Okay. Has Michael Bublé out there packing? Is that what it is?
Oh, don't bring her up. She'll
legs in the air.
That was the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life, dude. Ever heard. All right, Ray. Well, I will. We're getting close on the wire here, so I think we're gonna call it. This your phone didn't die, so that's good. You made it the entire hour.
Lots of battery.
Yeah. So good job, Apple, for making a long-term battery for video conferencing.
At least for my phone. I don't know about the rest of you. I always hear about. Shut up. Oh, I always. No.
Shut up. You shut up.
I got somebody trolling me here on the live stream. So I always hear about people's batteries being jacked up on their iPhones. Never had an issue ever.
As my phone got older, I definitely would get those things. So like I would have to charge my phone every day.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, your live feed, if you stuck through the entire ensemble here, your feedback would be greatly appreciated.
Even the lull about Rasputin. Yeah.
I mean, I stuck with it. I was attentively listening. I mean, we have the video to show it that I was literally learning and listening as we go. So, but interesting experience. I don't know if we'll do this every time.
We got a heart. Someone hearted us. That's cool. Oh, we got another one. Thanks, guys.
So, if we get enough TLC that this is it, you're going to see the raw, uncut version of this shit. But if not, Ray, how would anybody catch our regularly scheduled broadcast that comes out on Fridays? How would that work?
Well, if you found us on IG or Instagram, you can go into our profile page and we have a link to the Apple iTunes podcast page there. So you can find us there. Or you can go to Spotify, look up ILPAC Podcasts. We're on there as well. Or any preferable...
It's actually... For clarity, it's Illicit Packets Podcast on
Illicit Packets. Look that up. Search for that. Yeah. Or you can go to any podcast application that you like and pick it up there. So we're on most of your major ones there. So any of those, look up Illicit Packets, and that's where you can pick up and listen to our show. I looked at our stats the other day. We have some more countries we added on. We added Switzerland and a couple other countries. So that was good to see.
I saw India.
India finally hit the map. Yeah, so we're international.
I think I saw Mexico too. So that was cool. So yeah, we're just like prestige worldwide in this motherfucker.
Yeah. So
good
Thanks
stuff.
for the love, guys. I see the hearts going through here. Oh, someone just went love crazy on it.
What they need to then use the finger emoji. Is it the top one or the bottom one that you love, or is it?
It's always the top.
Nah. It's this.
All right.
This makes the money. It's not your gray hoodie.
It's all about the gray hoodie.
So, Ray, thanks as always for the time, and thank you for everybody who participated in the live feed of the making of this episode and providing feedback. It was definitely I would say an interesting dynamic as we can like go through the cycle of the episode and how we talk through shit. So that was cool. So thank you guys for that. We've already put the handles, so I get to this point. Ray, any final thoughts for this evening?
Yeah, I had a special request for this one. Milk, lemonade, around the corner, fudge is made.
That is a good one, dude. I appreciate that. All right, Ray. Thanks, buddy. You have a good one.